Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? This is your boy Dan the Dark Knight, and this is Pop the Bobo presents the real. Like I didn't just do it a while ago. Anyway,
Right.
it's a new week. It's a new thing. We got other stuff going on. Black people, white people, stuff. Anyway. But I'm here with your boy Knuckles.
Hey, Knuckles, my favorite shirt.
And your girl Lex.
Hey y'all.
Almost got kicked out last week because she was talking too real.
Listen, yes. The viewership, the feedback from all angles, there was ruthless, but you can't shut down a good thing. Sorry.
I'm trying to tell you.
That don't work with us, all right? Because we keeps it gully.
We ride forever.
Don't be mad because we speak the truth.
You figure
With an
Dillas?
F,
With an F, yes.
the truth.
Figure Dillas, he said. I don't know what that is. Oh,
I'm gonna learn you.
Word.
don't
So uncultured.
don't learn me. Not a little.
You
not even a
uncultured
little.
swine.
Not even a little bit. Keep me unlearned. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Where he comes from, they pronounce their E's and R's. E's and Ows. Oh man, that's definitely a great scene. I love that scene. For y'all who know, y'all know what it is. For y'all who don't,
If you know, you know.
get y'all weight up. That's all I'm gonna say. Get
Oh,
y'all weight up.
Before we talk about what we talk about, this is what I don't like. I don't like people that don't know classic movies.
Now, when you say classic movies,
I'm talking like all the heavy hitters, like
Mhm.
90s
from 70s, 80s, 90s, like stuff like The Warriors, The Last Dragon,
yes.
like the classic, The Goonies,
the old, the
like
old martial arts
classic
movies.
Yeah, like
Yeah, my thing is you can't see. I could fit in any circle because of the references
yeah,
that I'm aware of. I know I could go in any circle, say something like, "Oh, you bet that." Yes, that's why I said it.
mhm,
But when I say something and it just like it's not even
Over your
its
head.
schedule to land there. That drink just still gone.
Not near.
Yeah, it because it'd be fire too. It'd be so fire, perfect, right on time. Like they hit the button just on point, and and they're like, I don't get what you're talking about.
I'm like, what? I'm like, it was from the movie. What movie was that? Oh, the movie so and so. Now you gotta just go through the whole. I've never seen it. You've never seen it.
I just wasted everything.
Yeah, now it's like a
I
whole
hit
thing.
you with a sit, yo, five. Like everybody, you should know
That's New Jack City. That's what I'm saying. Classic
You
movies.
should know what I'm talking about.
And classic TV shows as well.
If I hit you with that, you Mufasa's boy. Like it should be already known. What's up?
Yeah, I don't like people
Who
that
is
don't.
Mufasa?
Like the whole thing, like you uncultured swine. You should know it follows with. And what are you looking at? Your hockey puck,
Right?
Like, you should know these
Right.
things.
I felt like, huh? Those people get on my nerve. I was just a quick little pet peeve of mine.
Yes.
On another segment of Lexi, what really grinds her gear?
You know what grinds my gears.
You know
What irritates Lexi today?
People that don't know classic movies.
Yeah,
You're not getting the references.
it's annoying
It is.
because I'm funny,
Right.
but you don't get it. But then when I'm around other people, they're like, "You're really funny." I'm like, "I know," because I have all these references that you can understand.
Right. Now we can have a conversation.
Now you're making me look like I don't got no game. I got game over here because
Right.
you don't understand what I'm saying.
No, you got fizz.
Yeah, I got fizz.
You got fizz.
Not this.
Will Fizz?
No, not
According to the
Will
books,
Fizz.
today's updated version books, you got fizz. That's what it is.
Yeah, don't ever say that to me ever again.
Yeah, it felt so
Yeah.
I gotta go shred my tongue.
The disrespect. It's all the
Oh
disrespect.
man, that's too funny.
All of it.
I mean, and it's also good, like getting to know these references too, because you could watch something older
Mm-hmm.
and like Golden Girls before my time.
I love Golden.
I love the
I
Golden Girls.
cry my eyes out
It's
because I
hilarious.
get everything.
Mhm.
And here, if I don't, I could pick up cues. Okay, this must mean this. That
Yeah.
must mean that. And then when I finally get the joint, like I watch something, I'm like, oh, there it is. Bam.
Yeah, my favorite era for movies is
want you to
definitely
know
the 80s.
What's crazy
Really?
about what
Yeah,
he just
I love
said?
80s movies.
What's crazy about what he just says that he could pick up the cues on Golden Girls, but he can't understand context clues in a text message. I find that to be
Because
crazy.
you text so vague. I'm about to pull out some examples. Because
The receipts.
What? Yes. Let's look at the archives.
Turn around every now and then. You know?
I want to hear this. I want to hear
because
this.
Daniel has a whole attitude. Anytime I say anything about any black movie, and even when my daughter don't get it or like Quita don't get it, I'm like, yo, it was a Spike Lee joint. How did you see it?
Oh yeah, you got to know those too. You got to know Spike Lee joints. Like, come on,
You know, if you say
and you got to watch them all. I don't want
Boycott
don't just watch one of them.
Styles, you should know what that's
2
about.
times.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Boycott Styles.
What are you talking about, Mookie? Yeah, Rosie.
Right, her voice.
voice is
Hilarious.
It is.
So the Bronx.
Listen.
So the Bronx.
Listen. That's too funny.
You don't even come and see Hector.
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 Yeah.
Well, as he
Yeah.
pulls up,
Yeah, because I'm
receipts,
waiting for these.
as he
text
pulls up
messages.
these receipts
You know
that
what?
he ain't gonna be able to pull
I,
up.
I just, I updated my app for though he don't have iPhone, so he don't know what it is. You get them updates. Sometimes they just delete your stuff.
Oh,
I've never had that happen.
Girl, shut up.
oh.
Can you?
I know everybody with iPhone never had that
Like-
happen. So you're not. Who are you trying to fool?
Ted,
He trying to fill us up.
please.
No, no, thanks.
That's that burn.
Right, that's a burn.
Ted, come on.
I'm a truth
Okay.
teller.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm a truth
I'm trying to
teller.
be cool.
He's a liar.
First of all, I'm always a truther. Okay. Never have I
truther?
ever once lied, none of that.
Not
I already know
really.
how to say it because I don't do it.
That was a lie. Anyway, we be right back. We're
His
gonna play
new
these
groove.
commercials and we gonna see y'all in a minute.
Cheers.
Hello, guys. This is Fatima from Fatima Fridays, and I have some great information for you. With the
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Dante Miles, aka D Belly, aka your city councilman. I'm here at Fire 716 Radio, and I'm asking you to tune in on Thursdays at 11 on our show, The Vault. We're going to be having some conversations that's super relevant, but very important. And sometimes it may be a little uncomfortable, but we're going to make sure that we get our voices out. Come tune in on Thursdays at 11 a.m. and make sure you download the Fire 716 app. See you then.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am John Smoke. This is DJ Boots, the Beat Bully. And every Friday here on Fire 716 Radio from 7 to 9 p.m., we will be hosting our show, The Back Room, where we play nothing but hit songs out of 716. We'll also have local music news, events, shows, and more. So make sure you tune in every Friday and check out the talent created in our booths and studios. The phone lines will also be open for requests, comments, and more. Thank you for choosing Fire 716. Peace.
TQ. I Am. The Queen I Am with Felicia Gaddis. Her story, her experience, her wisdom. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. at Fire 716 Radio. TQ I Am inspires, uplift, and transform. Tune in every Friday at 1 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Fire 716. It is back. This is the real. Joy Down the Dark Knight here with my boy Knuckles and my girl Lex.
I'm about to leave. You know? That's what I know.
He ain't going nowhere. He'll be back. They
He
always come back.
I came back because
I got,
leave my keys.
I got sold. That's why I
All
can't.
right, so that's why.
I got sold. That's why I can't.
Hey,
You got it.
I'll take
You
it.
got it. That's hilarious. But today we're gonna talk about, we're not gonna get too deep, but we're gonna pull you in one way or another because it's the real. That's what we do. We are going to talk about music.
Ooh, buckle up. 'Cause
Music.
I'm gonna be gunning for a couple people out here.
Start with the Drake hate club.
Oh, don't even.
He gonna start with the Drake hate club.
Know what? Let's do that. We're gonna start with okay. So how y'all want to do this? Do y'all want to do it by time frame or do y'all want to do it by genre?
Interessante.
Right.
Uh,
No, I mean I got stuff to talk about anyway, so I'll let y'all
so-
y'all could be that one.
So let's do it this way. All right.
Forget Drake, all right? The boy's trash, all right?
I told you.
I'm just saying, because people
told
be
you.
sitting there ping writing, saying that the man, the blasphemy was like, yo, he outsold Mike. He the greatest right now. And I'm like, he the best performer out there. As he over here right now.
Mhm.
So I'm like, one,
That nigga can't
he
dance.
may outsell Mike. One, because Mike's dead. He hasn't put out nothing yet. And y'all young kids is dumb. So that's one. Two, when you get to a point in your career when you could just stand on stage
People falling out.
for 5 minutes
People passed out.
and then you turn to the other side and then another, we could talk. When you write your own stuff, we could talk.
Well, you can dance. We can talk.
I ain't worried too much about the dancing.
I'm saying it because Drake not a rapper. He a pop star, so he gonna have to put on the show.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. That's okay. I could get behind that because yeah, he's not a rapper. He's definitely a pop artist.
Like Justin Bieber.
He's in the category. You know, I just can't give him any credit. Like you don't. If you claim to be hip hop, everything that you're doing is not.
Mhm.
You ain't writing your own bars.
Nope.
So I can't even give you anything on a lyrical aspect of it.
You a pussy.
Anything. The only thing I can give you is you're a good delivery artist, like many people who ghost ride.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Ghost ride the wheel. Ghost ride the wheel.
exactly. But
Take me to jail.
I shut up. I digress from that.
Mhm.
Oh man.
All right, so let's do it this way. We're gonna ask the favorites first. So first I'm gonna go your favorite kind of music, favorite genre of music, your favorite time in music, and then who your favorite artist is right now. So
That's so tough.
first thing first, I'll go first.
Thank you. Yeah.
So,
I need a foundation. for
My
this.
favorite genre of music. Oh, that's hard as fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Why you gotta sit there
My
and
favorite,
think?
I guess my favorite genre of music as a today is still definitely hip hop.
Yeah.
That out of all the music I've ever consumed, I believe I can say that hip hop is the one I've consumed the most of. After that, you probably have pop, what some people may call Motown and jazz. R&B is probably one of the last, not the last ones, because I've definitely listened way more R&B than country music. And some R&B
That's my favorite
songs,
band right there.
some R&B songs sometimes drop under that pop,
Yeah.
that pop genre.
Yeah, they cross over.
You know what I
They
mean?
can,
And then he old school, so he listened to that funk. Okay, anyway,
Yeah.
so you know what I mean. So hip hop is still my favorite genre of music. I can still say that wholeheartedly, without a shadow of doubt. Though jazz is also my jam, but
Yeah.
My jam.
still, hip hop is still there for me because I will I'll turn the hip hop up like, okay, let's hear
Yeah.
some bars on here, son. Talk to me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, John?
Oh man, I would say definitely. Yeah, I could concur with that to a degree. Definitely. I mean, because hip hop has definitely changed. I mean, it's a dead art now. There's probably like a solid handful. I wouldn't even say there's 20 people out there.
I feel like hip hop is still out there. It's just
but
that
it's so faint.
It's different and it's not as prevalent.
It's
But it's definitely still out there and it's still strong.
I mean, I wouldn't even say it's different because it really never changed. You gotta come correct, come original, and your lyrics gotta be on point. You gotta have bar after bar after bar and actually talking. actually speaking. And today's time, they sum up everything as hip hop. Like, no, one, that's trash rap. Let's get that clear and out of the way. But
Shoot, rap even got different genres.
Rap has a plethora of genres within itself, but
Hip hop is hip hop all
Right.
the way through.
exactly. So back then, definitely hip hop and R&B was like neck and neck tied, especially the 90s, because that's when heavy bangers. As of today, it's been jazz. I've been really digging into the archives because I'm tired of hearing people ain't really talking, they ain't saying nothing.
Mhm.
So all the old stuff, I got to listen to nothing but the old stuff because today's people aren't really saying nothing except for a couple of sprinkles here and there. But I'm just tired of listening to people, so I gotta sit there and listen to Black classical music, which is jazz. And yeah, I have a lot of favorite artists when it comes into that.
We ain't get there yet, but
Yeah, I'm gonna say that
we're
there's a
gonna-
lot into that, but those are probably like my main three. I slowly started getting into pop,
Mm.
and that's because the state of rap and hip hop over the years,
Mm.
it forced me and pushed me into different genres that expanded my palette when it came to that. So blessing and a curse.
It wasn't a curse because
Yeah,
all pop music ain't bad. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, it's not.
Mm.
Uh,
Lex.
Oh,
We already know what yours is, but they don't know.
yeah. So my favorite genre
Yo, shut up.
is definitely R&B. My favorite eras, the 90s all the way, hands down.
This out, she said. We ain't get there, but I guess she's starting that conversation. 90s is this out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ha 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 ha.
It just speaks to me. It speaks to the romantic person I am. Everything was you trying to do for your girl, or you trying to get your girl back.
Hey, baby,
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right. It's like either or. You trying to romance your girl, you just trying to get her back. You messed up. That's what I like to hear.
That's what I like to hear.
Right. But I definitely like pop. Like don't even come for me when it comes to Britney. Don't come for me and my girl Britney Spears.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
I love me.
She's
I
toxic.
love my
She's
Britney.
toxic, baby.
I forgot. Yeah, a little relationship. Yeah, I gotta go.
And Lady Gaga. Don't you ever.
I'm a dog. All of them. Anyway.
You
I'm here to push the button.
Those is my two favorite female pops. Those are my girls right there. But yeah, I'm most definitely R&B. And then I switch up every now and then. I listen to trap music because it just gets me where I got to go.
Pounds in a trash can.
But I listen to all different kind of. It's like it's hard because I do like reggaeton too. But
Yeah.
my
the beats is
favorite
always the
is
same.
90s R&B.
She get tired of it because they always put the same beat. every time.
That was
Every song.
old reggaeton. That's not how it is now.
Yeah, definitely not how it is.
Yeah, it's
now.
different reggaeton now.
And even if it was the same beat,
It was banging.
it was fire.
Right.
We knew the difference.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Right.
Listen to Afro beat. That's a fire.
No,
Anyway,
Afro. Yo, you know what? I really like Afro beat.
They coming
Lit.
up.
They
lit.
hit. Like
They-
I
they
like
coming up.
like any song that comes out, I like it instantly.
if Afro
It's never. I don't think it's ever been a song I didn't like.
if Afrobeat was in the club I never was in the club, but if it was, I might have went to the club, maybe, because I was,
Maybe.
maybe,
Yeah,
'cause,
Afro beats
it's
give
like-
me that vibe of how Jamaican music, reggae, how it makes me feel, dance hall music.
Mhm.
That gives me that vibe. Like when I hear that, I want to dance.
Right.
Well, nah,
I'm in the
I don't
party
dance
mood when I hear that.
Though. That's I don't dance like that
I-
though.
Nobody said that, freak.
Violence. I'm just saying
I'm about to say
that's not even freaky. That is
No,
assault.
it's freaky.
that is assault.
That comes hand in hand. You just
I mean,
don't.
it don't
know.
matter what.
Not-
It don't matter what song come on,
That comes
what
hand
beat
in
comes
hand.
on. Like Cassie just said, got my drink and my two-step. That's all you're gonna see. I don't want to dance with you. I'm dancing with my drink. Back up.
Heard you.
You done messed us up. Go
Heard.
somewhere.
Dance with my drink.
All right, chill out.
Okay, so I guess my favorite era of music,
Ooh.
man, I ain't gonna hold you. It is a tie between the 70s.
Stop. Man, just stop, bro.
Between the
Biter.
70s,
Thank you. Dang. He read my paper. That's what it was.
between the 70s and the 60s.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me wrong, 80s was fire. I loved the 90s.
80s was
80s
definitely
was
fire.
That's where I'm from, you know what I'm saying? You know, I love the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Dope. The 2000s, it did bring a lot of good stuff and a lot of different things. 2010s was a real disappointment. I really was only listening to like 7 people. And then where he is now, you know what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
All the people that I love is starting to retire. So
That was a lot. 7 people.
but these smokers knew he rapping, so you know, ain't going too bad. But Robert Glasper still make music, so praise God for him. Then gospel music. Though gospel music in the 2000s is way better. That's that for me.
That's when it started, like really.
Yeah.
picking up.
2010 gospel music. I was like, oh, we was doing something.
Yeah.
I think my favorite time, definitely 60s and 70s. I can say that because Spinners, Marvin, you know, the Whispers, the Dells. I'm gonna say this, you know, this white lady. Nancy Sinatra.
I love Nancy. She only got one song for me though, but
You know, Miles Davis was still
Beats
making
Boots.
Miles
Miles
Davis.
Davis, yeah.
Miles Davis was still making music.
forever.
You know what I'm saying? Forever. You know what I'm saying? You know,
He's like, I don't change with the times. Times change with me.
Coltrane.
Okay, I'm gonna say that.
Coltrane, you know what I mean? Deanna Warwick, Donna Summers.
Yeah.
Donna Summers, the queen of disco.
You
Oh,
know,
see, I love disco.
just good times. It was just good times.
I don't-
It's like, you know, early Michael, Jackson 5. You know,
Yeah, overrated.
I'm just
No, I'm playing.
Yeah, I'm like,
disrespectful.
I'm playing. These
what?
was jokes.
Disrespectful.
That's how he was overrated. The Rolling Stones.
Yeah, they were. They only got like 2 good songs. Anyway,
Right.
y'all, you can argue with your mama about that. But definitely the 60s and the 70s. Those was my jump offs. Teddy Pendergrass.
yes.
You know what I'm saying? Early Luther. Back when he was in the group. Okay.
Mm.
You know what I mean? The good old times. Stevie.
Oh yeah,
You know
that's
what I
Stevie.
mean? Like
Yeah.
those was good
Mm.
times. Even Smokey talking about gangbanging. So
What you thought cruising was about? We about to roll up on it. No,
roll up
we
on
about to
the nigga.
slide on these.
You know what I'm saying?
He was
John,
the originator.
what is your favorite time in music?
Whew, it is extremely tough. 90s definitely one. That's my core. That's my foundational period.
That's what his 2-step is.
And oh man, it was just a lot of great music that came out, and it's so hard to ignore.
Mm-hmm.
80s is fire. Yeah, 80s
80s
definitely was fire. Don't get me wrong.
But the only issue I have with the 80s is that it was crazy fire, but the 80s literally was flooded with Prince and Mike.
Oh, and it.
So
I
it's real.
love
So
Prince.
not that
That's why it was
not-
fire.
Yeah, that's
no,
I'm like,
no,
oh.
What do you think I'm acknowledging the 80s
No,
for? I ain't
well,
talking about.
I'm
what,
just saying-
Twisted Sister.
No, I'm just saying, like
Get outta
this was crazy because like the 80s does have
Oh,
other
God,
stuff happening.
Prince.
It definitely has
That's right.
some,
They had a
definitely
lot going on.
had gems in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. There's a lot of stuff
No.
in the 80s.
Earth, Wind, and Fire was still making music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was still out, but when I tell you, the only reason why I didn't pick the 80s is because the 80s was literally flooded by 2 people, and it was hard to listen over that hype.
Well,
was
that's when
beautiful hype
that's
that
when
I-
hip hop
that I
started
banged with,
too. That's when like
you know?
hip hop started to emerge, and LL and Salt and Pepper, and that's when they all started in the late 80s.
Back to me. Okay, cool. So,
Like I was saying.
right, like I was saying. So, not knocking the 80s.
Ace Fire.
I will have to say 70s, hands down, wins. They take it.
Mhm.
They extremely take it.
Yeah, the
no
70s
matter
got
what.
some good
70s
stuff.
is just fire. I did love the late 60s. Late 60s, they had some amazing, absolutely amazing rock and roll.
Tina Turner.
R&B, RIP to my boy Jimi Hendrix, the greatest to ever put hands on a guitar.
Mhm.
Argue with your mama. Y'all know the saying.
Everybody knows that. That should be like
But no, it's not.
a non-debatable.
Which would think would think that because
I've never heard anything else besides that.
A right-handed guitar, because he was left-handed, so he had played the guitar upside down,
Right.
left-handed, and with his teeth.
Listen, like I've never heard
Stop
nobody
playing with me.
say that he wasn't though.
Anyway, I ain't about to get into that. So late 60s, awesome, but 70s is hands
As the
down
white would say, his two
my
schools of
favorite.
thought there.
It didn't. Color wasn't an issue.
Everybody was eating.
Everybody was eating. Yes, when they didn't have this little autocorrect tune stuff to, it's okay, you can sound horrible on the track. We'll edit it later. No, you had to sit there in the studio
You had to
for
sing,
days.
and you got to do it over.
Singing your heart out. No, it still don't sound right. Still don't sound right. Still don't
Mhm.
sound right. And bam, get that track. They was making music. The disco era, absolutely beautiful.
So
And I don't want to get into my theories,
culture was it.
my theories and stuff like that, but disco definitely brought people together.
It did.
Everybody was going out to the club, black, white. We
Dancing.
out here, we dancing
because they was doing
We
that
killing.
cocaine.
We killing it right now. And that's the reason why they wanted to kill disco, because y'all having too much fun. We supposed to be segregated. back to your corners. But don't get me started on that either. But yeah, the writing, the producing, the bands.
That's Quincy.
When I say bands, I mean there's 12 people on stage minimum. Everybody playing an instrument,
Mhm.
multiple instruments, and it was just wow, such a heat, so much fire that was just coming out of these artists, and they didn't care about. I ain't worried about making a hit. I'm
Right.
trying to keep it real for the people, and like this is just what it is.
You like it or you don't. What even
The
Simone
people
say?
responded so well to it. There's music that's they have longevity. It's still relevant to today's times. It still holds its weight, and it's still a heavy hitter. You can't knock it out. Can't refute it.
True.
So 70s definitely to me, hands down. They got the bag.
X. And 6, Lexi already said that her thing is the 90s. We gonna hit Lexi with your favorite artists
Like of all time.
of all
Oh,
time.
Oh, I can't ever.
that's
You know what? That could be a whole conversation. Let's do your favorite artists from each decade. I feel
Yeah,
like that's
the
easy.
90s. What?
It's easier.
that is so hard. What are you talking
It's
about?
easier than
It
your
was so
favorite
many. First of all,
forever.
in the 90s was so many groups.
Show was
So you can't just pick one person.
right.
Yeah, that can,
You over here bugging with the questions.
I'm just gonna say like my top favorite R&B people,
Talk to me.
but
then.
like not any specific order or any specific genre.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of my favorite groups was 112, Boyz II Men, of course, Jagged Edge. I love Tank. I love Avant.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know. When you know.
Alexa, you want the ox? You already know
I mean,
about
and
that.
I can't. I mean, he who shall not be named is also in there.
Yeah, we can't name him.
You
now.
can't name him, but starts with an R. Kills.
Oh, Robert. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, he was definitely in there
Pimp name slip
back
back.
then.
So
Yeah,
Pimp
back
Name
then.
Slip-
Like you can't. He's
Can't,
shunned. He's
uh,
shunned right now. But
we can't say his name.
We will
We
say
got to Voldemort him.
we
Yeah,
will
we got
we will
Voldemort.
say
That's
the
crazy.
man has extraordinary talent.
that's what I'm saying. He was
Yeah,
definitely in there.
He does. I mean,
Extraordinary.
we just had
talent.
this discussion not too
Mhm.
long ago. It's like,
Extraordinary.
I mean,
talent.
his music wasn't, he wasn't out like how they got some of these people out right now. He wasn't inviting himself.
But yeah,
Well,
And
that's
then
because
the
we
female
didn't know
groups
that that's
too.
what he was talking about.
Because it was so vague. It could have been
Coulda
interpreted
been.
any way.
Just like with Luther, I didn't know he was talking about a dude until I learned he was gay, and I was like, oh, well, House is Not a Home, still my jam. So guess what? Never too much. I'm still gonna listen to it. So.
But yeah, like I like a lot of SWV of course, and Escape and
Mhm.
In Vogue.
Oh,
Oh, Vogue
And-
has voices.
Yeah, and I listen to some new R&B artists. Like I like Eric Bellinger. I like Vito. I listen to them now. They're pretty good. They give me like Eric Bellinger kind of gives me like Usher vibes, sort of. But it's it's all about the love at the end of the day. It's all about making love.
Yo, shut up. Let's talk about interracial love.
So, but yeah, of all time, I can never pick because I have so many. Like Anita Baker is like one of my favorite.
Talk about my.
Ooh.
She's
That's
definitely a
Auntie
favorite.
Come
Yeah, she's a
on.
favorite,
Auntie
and
Nita.
she just.
Tony Braxton used to be my girlfriend, but she cheated on me.
Oh.
Shut up.
Who she cheat on you with?
Birdman.
Oh my god!
Now is you finish or you done?
Right.
He don't know how to spell. He don't know how to say respect.
But yeah, it's just so many. It's so many people. I can't even think of all the people that I like because it's just so many.
There's a lot. That's a heavy question.
I'm gonna have to write this down one day, like because I can't even. I listen to
and
so
it will
many.
forever be in a rough draft state because I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
editing.
Yeah,
this joint.
that's what I can't even. I don't even
I'll
know.
forever edit this joint.
But yeah. Oh, Prince. Prince is definitely in there as well. That's I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
don't even talk about that. Purple Rain is still my favorite movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's good. That's
Don't
good
I
sound-
keep that heat
good,
on?
sound, good soundtrack. I've never seen a short man smack a girl so many times though.
What?
Anyway,
Light skinned itself.
high heels.
Okay, high heels, eyeliner,
Hiawatha.
one hoop earring.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you gotta keep that. You gotta keep that one earring, man. That's old school, man.
Listen.
That's old school.
He don't
man.
care about you.
It's old school, man. They don't know nothing about that.
Right.
I gotta go home and watch this.
It's my favorite movie.
He was all excited. Oh man. I'm gonna join Morris's group.
Right. It was like no words. It was straight.
It was a face.
You
for me.
betrayed
She went,
It-
"Ah."
Right.
I was like, whoa.
You betrayed me.
Good.
yeah.
That was good times.
I'm like, dang, you only been together for 3 days.
that was back when men knew how to treat women. Back when women knew how to take a hit.
For everybody,
It's like a punch in the-
he will be getting beat up after this show. Don't even worry about it. I got y'all.
it's a punch in the face.
I'm gonna handle this light work.
I'm a war hero, okay? I'm Sharon
Stone's
Stone's cousin. All right.
Like I said, I got
I was
this.
chose to be vice president one
All
time.
right. That's too funny.
I'm head honcho.
It's easy for hip hop for me. My favorite artist, I'll have to say, is Common.
Hmm.
My favorite rap group, Black Star.
Things I
Oh, no.
say and do.
That's my favorite. That's probably like my favorite duo. My favorite group has to be a native tongue. So, Tribe Called Quest.
Drive God Quest. Yeah.
My favorite lyricist, ooh, that one is hard. 'Cause
His favorite lyricist is Red Maxi from Jersey. Anyway.
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Picking a favorite lyricist is hard. Picking my favorite
sorry, my astral plane.
flow, like a person, their flow on the track, that's tough for me because there's a people in the night. Like I said, it was original, had to come correct, and it didn't matter if you looked corny, you looked weird. Like I said, like Black Star when they came out, they were nerds.
Mhm.
They wasn't your typical artist.
There's your
And-
typical
and-
New York
and
nigga
joint,
though.
but that was the thing. One, we
From
couldn't.
Brooklyn.
One, yeah, from New York. Two, y'all have bars, so we can't not ignore you. Like we can't. We got to listen to you because you're actually saying something. That's easy for me. R&B. Yeah, like 90s. It was just too loaded with stuff to say.
Yeah, it was too much.
And pick out absolutely favorite.
Cause Jodeci, what? You can't
Oh,
tell me
man.
nothing about no.
I
can't see
would
a
say,
JoJo.
female wise for the 90s, I don't care. Mary had it.
Oh,
all day.
how can I forget? What am I? What's
And
wrong
you
with
call
me?
yourself a fan.
What is wrong with me? That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, how did I knew I was missing somebody. Mary, what is wrong with me? I need
Mary, the
You
first
failed
time
her.
I saw her was the video Real Love,
to- oh my god!
biker shorts, baseball jersey with the cap backwards.
Listen,
Instantly fell in love.
when I say I know her
Instantly.
first 5 albums front to back.
Instantly.
front to back.
And don't get me
Definitely
wrong. What's the
Mary.
401? Great album.
Great.
That's
album.
like
What's the 401 remix? Oh, stop playing with me. All right, we ain't about to get into that. All right, because we'll be here all day about Mary.
Yeah.
How
did I forget
be
my
here all
baby?
day.
Right.
Oh my god.
80s,
My life.
definitely. Mike and Prince, they
Murdered it.
listen. Right there was no one that was coming up to them.
Except for nope, that didn't come on.
Exactly. So 70s is tough. My favorite band of all time is Earth, Wind, and Fire. They just
That's my
killed
dad's
it.
favorite band too.
Yeah.
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Second favorite, I'll have to give it to War. Dang, there's just a lot of groups out there, man. Like you got the Whispers, they was just having fire after fire, Heat
Mhm.
Wave coming out with Heat Wave. I
Like,
mean,
Heat
come
Wave.
on now.
Yeah.
You got what's that boy's name? Sly.
Oh, Sly and Family Stone.
Man, listen, he was writing some stuff, man.
The Silvers.
Right. James Brown. I mean, he was dropping, and you knew. See, in 1971,
America.
January of 1971, James Brown dropped The Payback. You know how fire that year had to come.
That year actually
He
had
started out
crazy.
with heat. Yo, there was
crazy
so much
heat that
music
year.
that came out
That might have
January
been-
of 71.
That might have been the best
Ooh,
year in the 70s. Right
that
there.
was
Best year.
it was
71.
crazy. And I already hear Mama. She was like, "Yep, that's my birthday year. That came out January 71." Like they knew what time it was. Like, straight fire, straight heat. My favorite male vocalist of all time is Donny Hathaway.
Okay.
Good runner-ups, Stevie
Stevie.
and Marvin Gaye.
Love Stevie because Stevie voice can never be duplicated.
Yeah,
Ever.
his voice can never be duplicated. Marvin's voice can never be duplicated. He just had just that. Care who you
It
are.
was Luther for me.
Sit down and listen. Luther definitely has.
It was
on
Luther
him.
for me.
Yeah, that boy. He could
He
blow.
had that range, yes. Female vocalist, I love me Donna Summer's voice. Donna Summer's voice is just awesome. Anita Baker, she's the only thing that could calm me down. I'm pissed off.
You bring me joy.
I listen to some Anita Baker, and by the end of the song, just ooh, Svaba. I'm cool. I'm chilling.
It's the way she sings it. It's
Yes,
like how,
it's just,
like
She's singing
just
like she
hit you
loves
like,
me. That's
mm,
all.
right,
She just
like-
singing
like
she
the
loves me.
straight
She
love.
cares.
It's that.
sing that girl.
It's
So
that
she
mama
thinks-
hug
Yes.
at church that you get. Come here, baby. And you
Yes.
just, I know, baby. I know. That's what her voice does to me.
Yeah. Oh, I love you so much.
But it's a lot. I can't pick up my favorite artist of all time ever because it's just a lot. When it comes to the jazz tip, Miles, Ahmed
I feel
Jamal,
like jazz is too hard because
it
it comes down to the instrument sometimes.
right. The Coltrane, like there's so much heat that just
The Duke.
is just wow. My boy Oscar, I think his last name is Peterson.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, him on the piano, man. He's just
Yo, somebody, this patient put me on. What's his name? Dude named Donald Byrd.
yeah. Oh, Donald Byrd. Oh, that man has straight heat. His vocals, whenever he's singing on a track, fire. And just his straight instrumentals is fire. And then he ended up coming out with a group later on, the Blackbirds.
Yeah.
They're based off of Donald Byrd, and killer, absolutely killer.
I can't join you on this conversation. I don't listen to jazz.
We going all over the
Boo!
Not that I don't like it, I just-
She's on culture.
I don't listen to jazz. It puts me to sleep.
That's fine. That's good.
Yeah, that's
to calm
good.
you down.
Exactly. It started for me that way too. It calmed me to the point where like I have peace now. I could just relax to where now.
But jazz come in different forms. You got that cool, smooth jazz, called cool.
I'm gonna be
That's
right back.
that's Miles Davis. He made cool, which means that it's chill. You know, it's that relaxing sleep jazz, and then you got that jazz that's just fast. You know,
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
It's like right, you can hear it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, for me,
So who else was say? Who's yours?
for me, that's freaking. It is hard because
That's
so
what I'm
much.
saying.
Music is one of those things that it's ever evolving.
Yeah.
Is always being built on. Even though in the recent years I haven't loved everything, but music has still moved forward.
Mm.
In one way or another in every genre of music. My favorite group is the Spinners.
The Spinners.
Those is my boys. All right. I could do you think I'm falling in love with your baby? I'm like, see, that's like when they was talking about love for real. Okay. My wife, she don't get it because you know she young. These children, you know what I'm saying?
These children.
These children, I'm telling you. Definitely Mike Prince in the 80s.
Yeah.
Man, definitely Mike Prince in the 80s. You know who else I really like in the 80s though? It's Sylvester. His gay self.
What is gay self?
You make me feel mighty real. I'd be like, okay, Sylvester.
Mighty real.
I was like, you better talk to him. You know? The bars. You know what I mean?
Oh, the bars, yeah. That was a good one.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? In the 60s, you know, Commodore's Zoom. Before that, you know, you got Ray, you know, Jojo My Mind, all that stuff.
Yeah, Ray.
Duke
I love the
Ellington, Fats Waller and all that. That's in the early 10s, 20s.
Got some Thelonious Monk.
Yeah, Thelonious Monk and all that. That's jazz though. Well, no, Thelonious Monk actually technically they say make bebop, but fine, you know, you can have it. Charlie Parker.
Yes, Charlie.
Is my all-time favorite saxophone player. When I say he's the best, but he is my favorite.
Okay.
Saxophone
That's my
player.
favorite instrument. That's the saxophone.
Yeah, because the saxophone is sexy.
See, that's why I'm like, you should get into some Coltrane.
Yeah, culture.
That's
Well,
my
well, but
favorite.
put me on. Put me on.
Coltrane.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's
I'm
just
learns you.
I'm like, I'm not opposed to it. It's just I have to. I have to be in the mood. I have different moods. I'm moody. I have a lovey-dovey side, then I have a gangster side, then I have a I don't give a what
That's
side.
because y'all
and then I
women
got-
are crazy.
Well, then leave us alone.
no.
All the men talk to each other. Don't ask us for nothing.
I can't.
Exactly.
God told us to be fruitful
Nope,
and
nope.
multiply.
Nope.
I can't do that with a dude.
Well, then you're gonna deal with crazy. Now back to what I was saying.
As I was. No.
Either live like us or don't like us. Train of thought. You just lost me. Oh yeah, I'm
Put
not
you on.
opposed to jazz. I just yeah, just put me on to some
Yeah,
stuff.
it takes a minute because like I.
But
when
I
was
do
younger,
love that
I definitely
saxophone.
used to-
Oh, I love that
I
saxophone.
wasn't a fan of it at all.
Because even in that Pretty Brown Eyes, that saxophone part,
Mhm.
ooh, just does
Yeah.
something to
Once I
me.
got into like my mid-20s, I started hitting. I was like, out of nowhere, I'm like, I want to start listening to jazz, and just killed it.
Yeah, it just came all on you, huh?
Oh, I forgot to talk about rock and roll. One.
Wait your turn now. You can come. We got to come back to you.
All right, yeah, we're gonna come back to me because I gotta bring. I
'Cause
gotta get my rock.
I'm still rolling down the hill. Okay. In the 90s, man, the 90s is really hard for me.
Yeah, we know, but tell the viewers why.
The 90s is really hard for me because I didn't listen to a whole lot of R&B
Slacking
in the 90s. The 90s for me was literally strictly rap music all the way until Neo Soul came out as a genre of music. So, you know, it is, you know, Heavy D, Wu-Tang.
I mean, to be fair, we wasn't really supposed to be listening to half the stuff we were listening to because the 90s R&B was
Yeah.
real
sinful. Anyway, but like,
it was real. I want to touch your body.
see, I'm talking about like Wu-Tang, Heavy D, Slick Rick, Run DMC, which also is in the 80s. I did listen to Biggie, but not as much. Pac, but my dad really wasn't a Pac person. With me, it's definitely with my father, it's more Tribe. Like you know, like you said, you know that
Man, you gotta have that native tongue in there.
that native tongue in there, you know.
Leaders of the new school.
You know what I
Busta
mean?
Rhymes' first group. He was in.
Busta Rhymes and them, you know what I mean? Like that's what
Missy
it was for me. Yeah, early Missy. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
forget about
You know what I'm saying? You know, big girl Missy out here doing the thing, dancing out here. That was back when Missy was dancing. You know, that's like when Timberland was in every video, like Puff Daddy.
Right. He
Timberland
the
definitely
producer.
was.
He on a feature.
Nasir. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So like for me, 90s is
You forgot your favorite
rap.
artist.
You know what I'm saying?
He dropped the album in '96. It was Reasonable Doubt. Who you talking to?
He like what?
Oh man, that's too funny. That's the only album I will acknowledge.
I don't know no nigga that dropped the album with that name.
Jay-Z?
Yes, that is the one and only album that I'll acknowledge. Everything else that he has dropped, one, ain't his rhymes. Two, he got nice singles.
Right.
He got album worthy stuff.
R&B for me in the 90s ain't really R&B. It's really mostly neo soul. Other than like, you know, Lauryn Hill and the Fugees. It's really like Erica, Jill.
Yeah.
Music.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Anthony Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Music Soul Child. I love his voice too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Got time story to tell.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying?
Urban
That's what's me.
Mystic, Raheem Devine.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, I love them.
Jaheim.
Well, he was a hit or miss for me sometimes.
Could it be the wit?
it was a hit or miss sometimes for me. With D'Angelo and
you know what I'm saying? That was R&B for me in the 90s, even though that was late 90s. Early 2000s.
That song could have been absolutely trash. It was the video that got Pim the numbers.
The song is good too.
Because if he wasn't there with
the
half
song
a bottle of baby oil,
the song is good.
Showing all the cuts in the world.
The song is good, and the bass line in that joint is crazy.
The song is good.
Yeah.
The bass line
But
is crazy.
stop being a hater, dang. Because if you would do it, you would do it.
I'm doing it now. showing the world what a man's body's supposed to look like.
That Coca-Cola body.
Coca-Cola body. Manje da waiter. He got my nerves.
Right.
That video is stupid.
Like, shoot.
man.
Thank you.
As far as jazz go, always give homage to the greats. To me, you know, always give homage to the Mileses, you know, to the Fats who started this stuff. You know what I'm saying? To you know, what's my boy name? Who made? When I think about it, I'm gonna throw it out there.
Yeah, he was great.
He was great though. He ain't make jazz. He didn't make jazz music though. But really, right now, my favorite jazz artist is Robert Glasper.
Yeah, definitely got some.
Man. Robert is
He
my
put some heat. And
Robert is my boy.
The collabs that he got going on and stuff.
It's crazy.
Like the remakes, like the Black Radio album, the Cherish the Day.
Oh my gosh,
Remember
yeah.
the first time I played that.
Yeah, that was,
I was like, this Sade, who's this singing? I'm like,
was
it's
like,
Layla Hathaway.
that is
She was like,
Layla.
okay. I mean, don't get me wrong, she's singing. But this is Sade. You need to play her next because that's my favorite one. I'm like, and I listen to it. I'm like, it's nice, but it ain't hitting like this one is. Right
It's hitting for me because I love what she do. Because how Layla, I like how Layla's.
Yeah.
Layla may be to me, Layla is maybe the strongest voice as far as her range.
Okay.
Because she has sang notes. Okay. And I don't know nobody that has sang a C sharp. Okay. That's all I'm saying. So like this girl can sing notes. All right. She done sang crazy stuff that she done made up notes because she can sing so high, so low. You know what I mean?
I forgot all about Minnie Riperton.
Her range is crazy. Yeah, Minnie sing high as fuck though. But like,
Yeah.
you know, even your girl Denise, whispering in his ear.
I love that song. Free. Oof.
Yeah, she was talking about hoeing. Anyway.
That's why
Oh.
it resonates with me so much.
You
No.
know?
It all makes sense now.
Oh my God.
Not about a hoe. I mean, that's Minnie
Oh.
Riperton. She ain't. That's rest her soul. But she was out there talking about some stuff
Yeah.
like inside.
Yeah.
She wasn't talking about coming inside the house. I'm gonna leave that there. So,
And
Hold
then
it to the
like
imagination.
and then like music moving further up. People I loved, like in early, like in high school and stuff like that. Like, that's back when. Well, Talib Kweli, Mos Def, that's always gonna be my boys. Period. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody.
you mean Yasin Bey?
I don't see nobody over my man, nigga named Dante. Okay, so
Yeah.
I ain't seen
Dante,
none.
Pretty Boy Flacco.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't
You know?
seen, those my G's. If they drop the album tomorrow, I'll cop it, and without no prior, nothing.
Right.
Because I know I don't gotta ask. I know what's coming. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Right.
But then after them and after all that, then somebody that John hate, but for no reason because somebody else like him, like Lupe, and
You like Lupe?
No.
Nah, I do.
He does.
I like Lupe.
I don't like Lupe.
Lupe could rap.
He had like 1-2 songs
Nah,
that were okay.
Lupe
to me.
had bars. Lupe, my boy Blue from Cali,
I ain't gonna lie. They got bars.
Jay Electronica,
Definitely Jay Electronica.
and then moving more closer to
Which
now,
is crazy.
like J. Cole, Kendrick. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Even people that I liked a little bit, and then I dropped and came back because they got their stuff together, like Big Sean and stuff like that, and like they
That
Big
improvement-
Sean was
Big
good.
Sean's improvement.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
from when he first was doing Finally
Right.
Famous and crap. You know what I mean? Even people like Logic, who John also don't like, but it's fine.
Sure.
But like all these people have grown.
Definitely do.
Like I feel that those people really do carry that hip hop mantle still.
Yeah, so there's a sprinkle of
Yeah,
it.
it's they there.
It's just saying
And then I like people that just rap. Like Jeezy and Jeezy like smoke. Jeezy like drink.
Jeezy.
like
Now
drink,
I will
blah,
say
blah,
he
blah.
was my favorite
You know what I'm
rapper
saying?
back in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
like,
6 Jeezy.
Yeah,
Luda-
you couldn't tell me.
Ludacris,
That
early
whole
2000s
like high
2000s
school career I
Ludacris,
had, it
you
was
know,
Jeezy all day long.
2000 Ludacris.
Even
you know
like
what
2
I'm
years after
saying?
that.
50 Cent. You know what I'm saying?
Ludacris, definitely.
Luda, 50. That's back when I was
50 and
when I
G
was-
Unit,
that's when I
definitely.
was feeling it.
Had it on
Dipset,
Lizak.
Jerry
Let-
Ryder, Cammy,
Know how I feel about this.
Definitely
Cameron.
Dipset.
Hell Real.
Always the
Dipset,
locks.
Always the
Dipset,
locks.
Always the locks.
And-
You know what I'm saying?
Forever the locks.
See, we ain't those people who now start listening to people's music because they done
Right. The
did
Roots.
they done did the battle. They had that little rap battle.
Nah, we was there
Mhm.
before that.
Oh, I didn't know they was spitting like this.
Like,
Every time.
yeah.
Yeah, that's because your whole life equals slack.
Right. And
DMX.
the Roots, DMX. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
These things that I will listen to all the time.
Yeah, this is
Um,
foundational pillars.
Right now, John wanted to talk about rock and roll, who that was made by black people. Talk to him.
Exactly. So I'm gonna pay homage to the architect of rock and roll,
Little Richard.
Little Richard.
Mm-hmm.
There was people
Um,
before that, but Little Richard is the one
I
who got the
invented
most
rock and
famous.
roll.
right. I am the emitter.
He
I am the emancipator. Yo.
he got the most famous off of it.
You ain't gonna talk not a nothing. Chuck Berry, he definitely gets,
Chuck Berry, yeah.
and he gets that as well. Mama is it Mama Thorne? That her name? She's the one who wrote You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she definitely originator. She one of them boys,
One of them boys.
Yeah, she up there.
So why you don't want to talk about Tina Turner?
I love Tina Turner's music back when Ike was smacking her around.
That's back in her rock and roll days.
I'm gonna get into that thing. But in the 80s when she was healed and delivered,
We're not talking about the 80s.
get that out of here. I'm gonna get to it because rock had its moments back then.
Right.
Um,
Somebody that we definitely forgot, and I'm sorry, Janet.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. Oh, I love you.
Janet. Yeah, we forgot about Janet.
Ooh.
No, Janet. I'm sorry, Janet.
Picture this.
We all need to smack on the wrist for that.
1996.
Uh huh.
Picture it.
She on tour.
That's the way love goes. You see J Lo, she a little cameo guest in the back, she whatever. But it was just the high
and
cheekbone,
and get famous until Selena.
her smile, skin just flawless, glowing, hair all curly, 6-pack out this world. She just had, I had the biggest crush on Janet. I will always have the biggest crush on Janet. Janet, I love you. Anyways, okay. Rock and roll. Yeah. So
yes.
For me, I really love, like I said, the late 60s rock and roll. I love Jimmy, even though they'll consider him more psychedelic rock, which no,
America and stuff
or like he'll have his blues moments, but he was rock and roll. The Doors, they definitely had some stuff going on with the Beatles. I
don't really call Beatles rock and roll.
Yeah, I would consider they were more pop music.
It's
to
pop
me,
music, yeah. Like Elton John, that's pop music. It's not rock and roll.
They had some little slight tendencies, but yeah, 70s, you know, they definitely had their, you know, thing going on, you know, Leonard Skinner, you know, they had some bangers out there. No, I can't put him in a rock category. You know, well, everybody loves Kiss. You know, they got that. You know,
Yeah, Kiss.
I just want to rock and roll
Wanna rock and roll
all night. Alice Cooper. You know,
every day.
definitely. You know, Carlos Santana.
Oh man, but Carlos Santana not rock and roll. Carlos Santana is music. I don't put him under nothing.
He started out in the rock. He evolved to music.
He was him.
He evolved.
Carlson is his own joint because nobody else making music like Carlos.
Which is crazy. He has a brother.
Really?
Yeah. And I forgot his name, but the group he's in. I gotta look this up now because I recently just found out, and I was like, "Yo, this should go hard." Who's
do it again?
Who's on the strings right now? Yeah, and it's his brother. I'm like, "Oh, okay." Where's that one playlist? I already know exactly what position it's at. The band is called Malo. They only came out with one album, 72. Great album, great year. But yeah, his brother is playing the jump off in there. What's his name? It's
Jose Santana.
Me. Close.
One.
Close.
Julio.
Jorge.
Okay.
Jorge Santana.
George.
Or George. Yeah.
George.
George with a J.
George with a J.
George with a J.
George with a J.
So yeah, they only dropped one album and extremely fire. But yeah, stuff like that. And then yeah, for me, like that to me, that was like the peak, the late 60s, early 70s.
That's peak rock and roll to me.
For me. And then like the 80s, you know.
80s got their stuff, but
they had their little style.
It was changing.
Women rock and roll artists, for me, they took over the 80s.
I think 80s and 90s.
True that.
80s and 90s.
Heart was killing it.
Heart was killing it. 80s and 90s, not to be racist, but for the white people, I feel that is where country music really started blowing off because, you know, Dolly was already famous but like she started getting famous with us, and then Reba and, you know, Shania Twain,
the biggest crush.
You know what I'm saying? Twain. So like
Shania Twain was my girl.
Yes.
You know,
I wanted to name my daughter Shania.
Man, I feel like a woman.
And everybody was like, no.
Let's go, girl.
So that's why I literally changed her name to Anaya because I wanted to be Shania, but everybody's like, no. And I was like, okay, well, Anaya then.
Okay. I mean,
and that's literally where my daughter got her name from.
Forget everybody.
From Shania Twain.
I love me Shania Twain.
And
when I first started, I was like,
that is a banger.
Like,
she got balance. I give her that. She got balance.
That is a banger.
But also going back now to talk about pop music, we really don't.
I wasn't
we
finished.
is at the hour though.
We is.
Keep going. Keep talking.
And then like I guess like the emo phase for like the early 2000s. Yeah, because 80s rock I wasn't really feeling. Like I said, female artists.
The emo phase where Avril Lavigne.
You had your grunge, Nirvana, Pearl Jam. That's
Def
pretty much it for
Leppard.
me.
Stuff like that.
Metallica. My dad loves Metallica. Reasons I have no idea, but
Metallica was cool.
yeah, I mean that just wasn't my type of.
I used to love Evanescence.
It wasn't my.
Well,
cup of tea.
yeah, I only like one
I-
Evanescence song.
I know I loved all the
Wake
Lithium.
Wake me up.
Yeah, Wake Me Up, Lithium. There's a whole bunch of other songs
Yeah,
in there.
once
I
that
Yeah, that emo phase that we all went through.
That emo genre. I didn't go through. No
I
emo
didn't go
phase.
through it yet. No.
Well,
Yes, you were.
we had
No, I like the
we
music,
had a
but
different.
I still look
our
like
emo
me.
phase is different.
Yeah, I still look like
We
me.
wasn't wearing all black.
Oh, no,
and
no,
I was
no,
still,
no,
I was
nails
still,
and-
yeah, I
no,
was still
we
going to
wasn't doing
school
all
in my
that.
apple bottom in my baby
We
fat.
wasn't
Like,
doing all
what you
that.
talking
I'm just
about?
saying, like,
But when I went
Our
home,
emo phase
I was-
was
I
Echo,
was listening-
South Pole.
you
like,
know-
that was our emo
you know,
phase.
I just was listening to Avril Lavigne from time to time.
oh yeah, Avril was that girl.
You know what I'm
Ever
saying?
played with
You
Avril?
know, Panic at the Disco.
Right.
Paramore,
Yeah, Paramore.
Still some Paramore.
Yeah, Paramore.
You know what? It's crazy.
Panic at the Disco.
I don't think I would have.
Green Day.
I don't think I would have.
Green Day.
Blink 182.
I don't think I would have
Blink-182.
accepted. I don't think I would have accepted Moonchild if I never listened to Paramore.
Interesting.
They give you that vibe?
That's a real interesting take. Huh.
oh,
I would thought you would have just picked it up because it was just straight fire.
Oh no!
but
It was
Fall Out Boy. Don't forget
you
about
need-
them.
Yeah, Fall Out Boy. They had some bangers
Green Day.
too.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I definitely like Blink 182. There was
Blink
like
182.
Red
yeah.
Hot Chili Peppers.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah.
They recently just not dropped the album not too long ago, like a couple months ago.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
Oh,
So they still out here.
they still out here doing it.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
already.
You know,
yeah.
then me
But
by
that's
myself.
when I really started liking rock. And
Yeah,
then
me by
going back
myself
to the
with-
archive,
with
digging
Coldplay.
through, and I was like, oh yeah, late 60s, early 70s, they had it in the back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Then we had it in the bag.
But I digress.
right, pop music just real fast. You know,
Kelly Clarkson.
Whitney and them like
Kelly
crazy.
Clarkson.
You know, killers. Well,
She up there with Britney and Lady Gaga
Yeah.
for me.
right.
Okay, I mean, pop music. I mean, there's only one king.
It's Michael.
It's Michael.
Okay, there's only one Prince.
King of Pop.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, technically, there's only one king, and that's Jesus. But in a worldly sector, Mike.
As far as
all
pop
day.
music go.
Mike all day, every day, hands down.
Right.
Pop.
Well, y'all, we reeled you in with this one. We talked about music the whole time, so we're not gonna bring music up again.
That is a lie, cause
I'm talking about for this episode. We're not
Okay,
gonna bring
good.
up because usually we talk about what we listen to.
I was like,
We spent this whole joint talking about what we listen to.
we could talk about music.
Oh, we can talk about this for like
Days.
a couple hours. But we're gonna come
Days.
back to it at a later time. We're gonna talk about pop, jazz, all that stuff we ain't talking about this time. Hope this reeled y'all in. Once again, it's me, Daniel,
Your boy Knuckles.
And
Lex.
Lexi.
and this is Pop the Bubble, the real. Shout out to y'all.